Good afternoon, students. Today we will discuss with the balance portion with regard to the Reserve Bank, its functions and what is there. So before that, we already brush up the or going to brush up or refresh the thing that we study in the previous class. Like what are the limitations with regard to a credit creation, how the credit creation is to be done, and also what is the Reserve Bank and what are its management things that we see in the last class. So today we are going to discuss with that what are the more functions with regard to this Reserve Bank of India or the central bank of the our country. So we will check it. What are the functions? So in the last class we discussed with the management with regard to the Reserve Bank of India. Just I'm going to share the thing. So please have a look at that. So the limitations of the credit creation consists of the amount of the deposits, the cash reserve ratio to be there, the security for the loan to be taken, the liquidity preferences, the business condition, then the monetary policy to be maintained, the leakages like the excess reserve to be there, and the currency drains should be there, the development of the banking system, the behavior of the other banks, and the uses of the. So the Reserve Bank of India, under that, so the Reserve Bank of India, that is to be established in 1935 there, and serving as a banker to the banker also, and acts as a banker to the government. So two things need to understood: banker to the other banks, also. So banker to the government also. So next we need to have a look at the how it is to be nationalized, on which year, on which day. It was 1948 that it is to be nationalized bank Aki Matiyad. And also the management consists of these people, like one governor and four deputy governors. So governor is the supreme authority with regard to the RBI. Four directors that are nominated by. Four directors are there. So just a minute, there is some issue with the screen sharing and all, that I will clear it now. Then that problem is solved, then we will have a smooth cross. So nationalization and all. Then what is a local board? That we see in the previous also, there is a local. So what is a local board? For each of the regional areas of the country, like Western, Eastern, Northern, and Southern. I don't know what is this net issue. So each area is to be divided into several local areas like western part, eastern part, northern part, and southern part. So the local board with the headquarters at Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, and Delhi. So ours is the Reserve Bank. We are having in Ernakulam, but the problem is this under the local body or board that is in Chennai. So western, eastern, northern, and the southern area. So that is to be the local board. The local board consists of 5 members that are appointed by the central government. The members should represent as far as possible the territorial and so the members that represents as far as possible the territorial and economic interest. The members should represent as far as possible the territorial and economic interest of the cooperative and indigenous lands. They are appointed for a term of 4 years and eligible for reappointment. So they are having a term for 4 years. 4 വർഷത്തേക്കുള്ള ഒരു term ആണ്, and also they are eligible for reappointment also. So that is the case with regard to which one, the local body. And so eastern, western, northern, and southern areas are there. And the functions of this board are advising the central board on such matters as may be referred to them. So these 4 areas together constitute the main board. That board advising these what all things, the central advising these local bodies, and thereby advising the central board also regarding the matters referred to, and also performing the other duties that are to be designed by the central government, other duties that are to be designed by the or delegated by the central board from time to time. So these are the functions to be performed. Then next is the functions of Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India has been performing the usual and traditional functions of a central bank. According to the preamble to the Reserve Bank of India, main function of the Reserve Bank is to regulate the issue of banknotes. One thing, keep it in mind, regulate the issue of banknotes. They are the supreme authority to control the banker's bank, isn't it? So that regulating the what issue of the banknotes and to keep the reserve with a view to secure monetary stability. So keep the what is that? Keep the reserve with a view to secure the monetary stability in India and to generally operate the currency also and the credit system of the country to its advantage. The rapid economic development during the 1950s that necessitates the widening of the banking function. അതായത് കൂടുതൽ ഇൻവോൾവ്മെന്റ് ആകേണ്ടി വന്നു 1950s റാപ്പിഡ് എക്കണോമിക് ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ്, സാമ്പത്തികമായ വളർച്ച ഉണ്ടായപ്പോൾ. Therefore, it undertakes a variety of developmental and promotional activities. So, first of all, the main functions of the RBI are monopoly of note issue. അവർക്ക് മാത്രമേ നോട്ട് കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യാനുള്ള കുത്തക അവകാശം ഉള്ളൂ. That is the one thing. So, under Section 22 of the RBI Act of 1934, the RBI is given a monopoly power to issue the currency notes. RBI having only the power to issue what? The currency notes. In India, currency notes of all denominations except 1 rupee notes and coins are issued by RBI. So 1 rupee notes and coins are issued by the government of India. Rest all the denomination notes that is to be issued by RBI. So 1 rupee and the coins are issued by government of India. The rest all to be issued by whom? The RBI. The functions of note issue is maintained through 2 departments, namely issue department and the banking department. 2 departments are there, the issue department and the banking department. The issue department holds the assets against which the currency can be issued. The issue of currency into circulation and withdrawal from the circulation are regulated by the banking department. So 2 things you need to understand. Issue department is there and also the banking department is there in the RBI. So because they are having the monopoly to control the notes. So that issue of currency for circulation and also withdrawal from the circulation, that is to be regulated by the RBI banking department. That is one of the main functions with regard to that. So keep it in mind. So two departments are there, issue department and a banking department. According to Section 33 of the Reserve Bank of India Act, the assets of the issue department against which the banknotes are issued comprise of gold coins, the bullions, the foreign securities, and bills of exchange and promissory notes that are payable in India. So the methods of note issue, how the note is to be issued. First point is proportional reserve system. For the first 20 years, the note issue was based on the principle of proportional reserve system. What is that? We need to understand. Under this, not less than 40% of the volume of note issue was to be backed by gold coins, bullions and foreign securities. Foreign shares അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഇതൊക്കെ ആയിരുന്നു ഇത് at least or not less than 40% of the volume of note. At least for 40% of the volume of note issue was to be backed by the gold coins, the bullions, and the foreign security. The remaining 60% of the volume of note issue was to be backed by rupee, coins, government securities, and eligible securities. That is the proportional reserve system. A proportion should be maintained for the controlling the things, controlling the coins as well as the notes. That is case. So the proportional reserve system is this. At least not less than 40% of the volume of note issue was to be backed by the gold coins, bullions, and foreign securities. So 40%, 40% വരെയെങ്കിലും what the note issue that is to be controlled by or backed by the gold coins, the bullions, and the foreign security, while the remaining 60% of the volume of note issue was to be backed by the rupee, the coins, the government securities, and the eligible securities. So that is the proportional reserve system. Another is minimum reserve system. So what is that? With the amendment of the RBI Act in 1957, the proportional reserve system was substituted by a minimum reserve system. India follows the minimum fiduciary system for note issue. Under this, a minimum reserve of the gold against the note issue is required to be kept. The amount of such reserves is fixed by law. There is no upper limit for such an issue of currency. So that is the minimum reserve. A minimum should be maintained for that thing, either that note issue. So the proportional reserve system was substituted. That is that additional to the proportional reserve system, there should be a system that is to be followed by the RBI. That is the minimum reserve system. That means the minimum reserve of the gold. അതിനകത്ത് ഒരു particular percentage വരെ ഗോൾഡിന്റെ ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കണം എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. So a minimum reserve of gold against the note issue is required to be kept, and amount of such reserves is to be fixed by law. നിയമപ്രകാരം സാധുത ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കുന്നതാണ്. So that is the proportional reserve system as well as the minimum reserve system under the note issue. So that is the case, monopoly of the note issue. But the first thing you need to understand, except 1 rupee note and coin, all the other note that is to be all the other denomination notes that is to be issued by RBI, only the 1 rupee note and coin to be issued by the government of India. Then two things you need to understand is two departments are there for such an issue, that is the issuing department and the banking department. Under the issuing department, currency issue to be circulated by the banking, issue of the currency into circulation, and also the withdrawal from such circulation, that is to be maintained by the banking department of the RBI. That is you need to understand. And also there are two methods with regard to the note issue, that is the proportional reserve system and the minimum reserve system. Under the proportional reserve system, the what is that? It should be backed by gold coins, that is to a proportion not less than 40% of the volume of the note issue. So in the notes, up to a 40% of the volume should be backed by the gold coins, bullions, and foreign securities, while the remaining 60% of the note should be backed by the rupee, the coins, or the government securities, and also the eligible securities. Then the second part is the minimum reserve system. That means it is to be a substitutory function of the proportional reserve system. That is, minimum reserve of the gold should appear against the note issue, that is to be required to be kept. And such reserves is fixed by law also. നിയമപ്രകാരം അത് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. So two things, proportional reserve system, minimum reserve system. So that is the method of note issue, monopoly of note issue. Next point we need to know, acting as a banker to the government. Why the RBI is act as a banker to the government? The Reserve Bank acts as a banker to the central and state governments also. Underline that thing. If you have the text or you need to take the printout of that thing I am shared, underline that. That means banker to the central government as well as the state government. Why it is like that? The terms and conditions on the which the Reserve Bank act as a banker to the government are set out in separate agreements entered into by the Reserve Bank with the central and state government. So why we are treating this Reserve Bank or the central bank as a banker to the government also and act as a banker to the banks also. So we need to see or we need to study what is the aspect. As a banker to the government, the Reserve Bank act in three capacities. So write note about this very important part. Banker to the government, the Reserve Bank act in three situation or three capacity: as a banker, as a financial agent, and as a financial advisor. So why the RBI or the central bank act as a banker to the bank? So we need to see why it does act as a banker to the bank first of all. So we need to see that, and we will see the rest two cases in the next class. So as a banker, it performs the following services like accepts deposits from the central and state governments, opens the accounts in their name, and keeps their cash balance. So what are the things? Accepting the deposits from central and state governments, opens the accounts in their names, and keeps their cash balances also. Clear? It collects the money on behalf of the government. Government collecting the money, that is taxes and other charges. It collects the money on behalf of the government. It makes the payment on behalf of the government in accordance with their instruction. Also, collecting the money and lending the things also. That is, makes payment on behalf of the government. Government they are acting as a mediator for making the payment. So that is the case, makes the payment on behalf of the government in accordance with their instruction. Then it arranges for the transfer of funds from one place to another on behalf of the government also. It arranges for the transfer of funds from one place to another. ഒരു സ്ഥലത്ത് നിന്ന് മറ്റൊരു സ്ഥലത്തോട്ട് they are arranging the fund transfer. And it makes the arrangement for the supply of foreign exchange to the central and state government. Arrangement for the supply of forex, converting this our currency to the other one. ഇവിടുന്ന് ഗൾഫിലേക്ക് ഒരു ഇതുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദിർഹത്തിൽ ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നു. Isn't it? That is the supply of foreign exchange. That is the case on behalf of the central and state government arranging the supply of forex. Then it grants to the central and state government the ways and means the advances for periods that not exceeding 3 months. So grants to the central and state governments the ways and means the advances for the period that not exceeding 3 months. 3 മാസത്തിൽ കൂടുതൽ അഡ്വാൻസ് വെച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ചില കേസിൽ that grants some advances means grants to the central and state governments the ways and also the means advances for periods not exceeding 3 months. 3 മാസത്തിൽ കൂടുതൽ അല്ലാത്ത ഒരു അഡ്വാൻസ് that is to be given to central or state government. Such advances are granted up to certain specified limits without any collateral security. Without any mortgages or securities, collateral securities, they are giving certain specified limits also such advances. And in times of emergencies such as natural calamity, war, etc., Reserve Bank advances even the extraordinary loans to the government also. Reserve Bank is granting loans in case of emergency situation occurs. So these are the things they are acting as a banker to the bank. Hope you understand, because these are just readable things, and you need to understand that, and you need to keep it in mind, this very important portion that we are handling now. Means why they are acting as a banker to the entire banks, as a financial agent also, and as a financial advisor. So we see as a banker to the banker. Next is as a financial agent. Why they are acting as a financial agent? It acts as the agent of the central government and the state government in the matter of flotation of loans. Loans to be disbursement. In such a case, they are acting as an agent to the both the central and state governments due to the flotation of the loans, means fluctuating loan rates. So that is the case. Okay. It sells the treasury bills of 90 days maturity at weekly auctions on behalf of the central as well as the short-term finance for the central government. So central government vendi, alle central government case securing the short-term finance. They are conducting 90 days maturity weekly auctions. ലേലം വിളി നടത്തുന്നു. Excuse me, 90 days maturity treasury bills weekly auctions they need to conduct. It manages the public debts of the central and state governments. Manages the public debt, പൊതുകടം, central state governments in the പൊതുകടം manage ചെയ്യുന്നു. And also it keeps the accounts of the public debts of the governments, arranges for the payment of the interest on the public debts and their redemption on the due date. So what are the things? Manages the public debts of the central and state governments, and also keeps the accounts of the public debts of the government, പൊതുകടം, ഗവൺമെന്റിന്റെ പൊതുകടം manage ചെയ്യുന്നു, and also arranges for the payment of the interest on the public debts. There are some interest to be maintained for such public debts, that also to be maintained or managed by the central government, and also central bank, and also their repayment അത് തിരികെ കൊടുക്കുന്ന കേസിലും. Therefore they are acting as a financial agent. So that is why central bank acts as a financial agent. So agent of the central government as well as the state government in the matter of flotation of loans. And also sells the treasury bills of 90 days maturity through weekly auctions to be conducted on behalf of the central and as well as the secure central government, and also securing the short-term finance on behalf of such central governments. Then manages the public deal of debts of the പൊതുകടം of the central government as well as the state, while keeping the accounts of the public debts of the government, arranges for the payment of interest on the public debts and their redemption on the due dates also. As an agent of the government of India, the Reserve Bank represents as the government of India in the international monetary institution like International Monetary Fund, IBRD, etc. International Banking and Regulation Development Act or development like that. So that is IBRD. So IMF, IBRD അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ മോണിറ്ററി ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷന്റെ അതിനെ റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഇന്ത്യയുടെ സ്ഥാപനമായിട്ട് വിച്ച് വൺ വി ആർ തിങ്കിങ് ഓർ വി ആർ ഡൂയിങ് ഓർ ഗോയിങ് RBI. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ ഏജൻസീസ് they are to be conducted, while as a financial advisor also they need to act. So why, how they are acting as a financial advisor? It advises the central and state governments on all financial and economic matters such as the floating of loans, agricultural and industrial finance, financial aspects of the planning, banking legislation, etc. So what all things? Advises the central and state government. ഉപദേശിക്കുന്നു. On what basis? The financial and economic matters. സാമ്പത്തികവും സാങ്കേതികപരവുമായ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ yes, financial and economic, സമ്പത്ത്, both are there. So financial and economic matters such as floating of loans, agricultural and industrial finance, financial aspects of planning, banking legislation, etc. So these are the things. So advises the central and state government on all financial and economic matters such as floating of loans, agricultural and industrial finances, financial aspects of the planning, banking legislation, etc. So these are as an advisor how they are acting. The Reserve Bank is acting. It also gives advice to the government on matters of international finance. Also gives some advices to the government on matters of international finance. IMF in the okay chala policies, how they need to do or how the government need to undergo that one. Advisors giving advice to the government, central government. Then through the research and statistics department, it collects information about the current economic and financial development in India and abroad and keeps the government informed of these developments periodically. So that is through the R&D department, R&S, Research and Statistics and Development Department of the RBI, collecting the information about the current economic scenario and also the developments in India and also the abroad going, and keeps the government that is to be informed of such developments periodically. ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് അതിനെ പറ്റിയുള്ള ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ്സ് ഇതെടുക്കുന്നു. So this is the main function with regard to, so that we see banker to the government. And first Yes, there are several different functions that is to be performed. Very, very important area, functions of the Reserve Bank of India, that you keep it in mind. So first is the monopoly of the note issue. Second is the banker to the government and acting as a banker to all the banks, acting as a financial agent and acting as a financial advisor that we see. So the rest we see in the next classes. So please have a look at what is that the portions to be dealt with today, and please clear off your doubts as and when occurred, and clear off through personal messages or through personal calling or whatever way you need to be. And also please see the video after uploading. So I'm in a hurry, that is why I am in a fast, I need to do so the things. So anyway, if you are having a problem in understanding, please have a look at it and please call me, no problem. So please have a look at, once again I am asking, I am telling you. So please read the things, and after sharing, please go through it. So thank you for the day.